Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the No Rules, Just Vibes podcast. I'm your host, Maya Angel, and today I have a very special guest on the show, no other than my brother, Justin Moore. Y'all know I like to have my family on the show. But before we get started, we have a real special episode for you guys today. I want to just give him a quick moment to introduce himself to y'all and tell him a little bit more about himself so y'all get to know a little bit about who he is. So go ahead, Justin.
Hey, my name is Justin Moore, and I am 30 years old, and I am Maya's oldest brother, and I am happy to be on the No Rules Just Vibing podcast.
Come on, no rules, just vibing. I'm weak. Okay. So y'all, today I thought it was important to have him on the show so we could just talk about something that's important to me, and I know that's important to him, but I think it'll be just helpful for the people listening in. We want to talk about business in the hood. Yeah, we, just in general, I think we're at a pivotal point where we need to just really focus on shifting our mindset and just how we think about business and money and things like that. So, I guess, Justin, in your opinion, what would you say are just some tips or just some advice that you would give to us, or just how to finesse or just level up and put ourselves in better positions, when it comes to the money arena?
Um, One thing I've learned in my lifetime is, me being 30 years old, credit is an important factor in your life. Like
Yeah.
being able to have a nice credit score, being able to go to the bank and get, an amount of loan. Maybe it's for a house, maybe it's for a car, and going in there with the confidence of, knowing you're not going to get denied, and just, I'll say credit.
And so, and okay, let me say I agree with you, but I think it needs to be a little bit different because, in my opinion, credit don't matter if you have the money.
You're right.
So that's the first thing. So if I can buy cash, then we don't need credit. But if we in a position to where, okay, we don't have the cash for it, and we, trying to get something on credit, whether it's a loan to start a business or a house or a car or whatever the case may be, I think they hitting a lick on us. Like that's verbatim, because if you don't have good credit, you're gonna pay higher interest rates. You gonna your monthly payment's gonna be higher. All of that. And I've learned just from having good credit. I'm not really a big credit person, but I have learned just from having good credit is, I can get stuff with zero interest rates. I can get lower monthly payments because that trust factor is there, knowing that, okay, she does pay her bills. She's going to pay them on time. She may even overpay or pay them at a quicker rate, but just that credit history so that, they're not using you or overcharging you or just taking money that you really don't have. And so I agree with you. I think we sleep on credit, and I think we don't factor in how much having bad credit costs us if we're not able to buy it cash. So I kind of agree with you there, but I think it's because credit ain't real sometimes. But if you got the money, none of this applies. If you can go in and you can put the money down, or you can just up the cash, or just buy, negotiate and buy, the day that you go in there to negotiate, then none of this matters. But if we need a little help, need a little credit, I think we sell ourselves short. So we just kind of set ourselves up for failure when we don't have good credit, and now we got to pay more because businesses and companies, they looking at you like, you can't be trusted. You're not paying your bills, or you
Having
you know
money and good credit is a major plus too now.
Yeah. Okay. So that's more my speed. I like to have the money and good credit. So if I'm in a position where I want to do something on credit, I can. So I definitely agree. I agree with that. So what has been your experience with credit? How have you been able to establish good credit?
One of the main things I did was a secure credit card.
Okay.
Actually, going to where I did mine through a credit union, actually going, giving them a certain amount of money, and they transfer into, a credit card that reports to all three credit bureaus. So, you know, that's one of the, I'll say, tips that, in rebuilding or starting, a credit that'll help you out.
And so for the secure credit card, just I guess to help us better understand that, it kind of works like a debit card. Like you can't spend more than what you have. Is that how it works, or?
Exactly. If you just say, for instance, you put them, if you give them $1,000 your limit, but it gives you a chance to, monitor and actually, what's the word? Determine how you want to spend it, how you want to, if you want to pay, just say, for instance, you see a nice TV you like and it's $800 and you got $1,000 credit limit, you can go swipe, get the TV, and then monthly you can pay it back slowly instead of, using your emergency cash or the cash you have on hand to just, outright buy it.
Okay, okay, now that's dope. So, have you? I've never had that, but you say you have it. How long did it take you to build your credit using the secure credit cards? Because I know a lot of people get frustrated because they feel like it takes too long to build credit.
I'll say about to 6 months to a year.
So,
I
go ahead.
started off with a $500 secure credit card. Did that about 6 months, and then I upped it to $1,500. So it just, well, what I've learned, the higher your credit limit is, the better you're off. So
Okay. So I guess what was the point? I guess if you could just gauge, you don't have to tell us what your credit score is, but just like in that 6 month period, how much movement, how many points would you say your credit kind of moved or went up?
I'll say roughly about 100 points.
Okay, that's okay. Now that's a lot in 6 months, y'all. That's
Yeah,
that's
it
that's
is.
kind of quick. That's kind of quick. So that's I didn't know much about it, but I've heard a few people that have done them. They've said really good things about it, and I think that's a better or and a safe way to make sure you're not spending money that you don't have, and you still
But
doing it in a way that you can build your credit. Go ahead.
it's your money.
Right.
It's technically your money. You're just, putting it in I'll say a savings account that reports to all three credit bureaus. So it's your money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay. So, any other tips for the money arena? Just some things that you feel like we need to start paying attention to. I know for me lately, I've got into trading options. And I know we talked about that off camera, just in our daily lives. But trading options, there's a lot of people was able to finesse recently the GameStop
Right.
stock. So, I guess how you feel about that?
With the trading options and the stocks, you really have to sit down and learn it before you can actually make money. So it's the process, as Nick Saban would say, the process of getting there, and then you reap the benefits once you put the work in.
Yeah, you definitely have to learn strategy. I wouldn't recommend going and just buying or trying to hold stock and you have no clue what's gonna go on or what's gonna happen, because I feel like you'll lose money. So you have to be careful, because I know I've seen a lot of people do that when the GameStop stock hit, and just like other stocks recently that trend on social media. You have to be careful if you don't go in with a plan or you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
But I guess some good brokerage firms, as far as to trade options, if you are interested in it, go look on YouTube and learn. But I know they say Robinhood ghetto, but a lot of people use Robinhood. I'm using
I like
TD
to think
Amer.
of swim.
You said what?
I say I like to think of swim, man.
Yeah, that's what I use. Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade. I know Webull is out there. So it's just kind of research and looking and see the interfaces and see what's more user friendly, what you feel like you can learn more or just easier to use for you. But definitely think about it. Some people are on the Bitcoin. I haven't got on the Bitcoin train yet, but some people use it, doing the Bitcoin thing. So just kind of start paying attention to that stuff, y'all. We gotta do better.
Gotcha.
um okay, so I guess before we go to the next thing, tithing, I know that's a big thing for me, and people don't really look at that as like a money thing, like a way for you to attract money and just just kind of level up your income. For me, I'm Christian, so I believe in tithing, but I guess how do you feel about it?
I am 100% committed as of right now. What I've learned, recently, when I tithe, That's when I have the most money, just to be honest. When I consistently tithe, put it like that. When I, consistently tithe, and me personally, I do 11% every week before taxes. I don't do, take home. I do my tithing 11% before taxes every week. So recently, I'm on a 3 month consistency run. So
Okay, okay.
we're trying to make improvements on, financially, but
So you notice that when you tithe, you more
that's when I have
financially
more
secure.
money. That's
Okay,
when I
so
have more money.
so when you not tithing, you notice that.
Bills come out of everywhere, stuff happen, need new tires, all kind of stuff, just
Chaos.
chaos.
Okay. So I mean that's the same for me. I'm a firm believer in it. I know some people don't believe in it, but I say don't knock it till you try it. Okay, so the next thing just talking about business in the hood, one thing that I've noticed is and when I say hood, I don't really mean like ghetto or things like that, but just like money management within the Black community. I've noticed this thing, where okay, I know people gotta hustle, people gotta get it how they live, they gotta survive. I get that. And then you also have those people that just addicted to quick money, like you're not really into certain lifestyles. You've been exposed, you know better, you got the capabilities, you're talented, you maybe have went to school, you got potential to set yourself up, but you just addicted to the fast money. And so you hustle, or you just, maybe it's gambling or whatever the case may be, you just doing things that may not necessarily be financially smart because you just addicted to the quick money. But what I've noticed is, people in those situations, I don't really see them using that to finesse and just put themselves in a better position, or just put themselves into a position where they don't have to hustle no more, or they don't need the money to come that quick. Like, I see a lot of the, I'm gonna have clothes, shoes, sections, bottles, that kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, after all that, you don't have nothing to show for it. So like, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? I guess, do you agree, or what has been your experience?
I
Have you
agree.
seen that?
I agree.
Okay, so what do you think about it?
As far as the, most time, saving is hard. What gets, my age group from like 20 to 25 to 30 is that, when you're saving, you can't do, certain stuff like that. You have to, have limitations on, hey, I'm not going out this weekend. I'm not doing this weekend. I'm not, buying those J's that come out this weekend. You just have to have, I say, discipline. But when you go on Facebook and Snapchat and see, Instagram and see everybody, balling and just kicking it, like, oh, I have the money, but, just got to be disciplined. And
So
sometimes it's, this happened to me. I have the money and be good in a good position and sit back and be like, hey, you know what mission you on? You can't go out, you can't do this, just sit back and relax. So you
and so
just
so I guess so you feel like it's the pressure of just seeing like other people doing XYZ, and so just trying to keep up and just trying to just fear missing out, like don't want to miss out. You want to have fun too. You want to go, you want to dress and things like that. But my thing is, why if you ain't got it, why, what I'm saying, do you want to do it that bad?
right.
I'm asking you. Like, if I know I really don't have $1,000 to spend on a bottle in a section, but what I'm saying, Gucci coming in town, this whatever it's gonna be, and I want to go. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna go and just try to figure it out later, or just try to hustle, or just try to come up on the $1,000 on the back end, or like what is it?
Me personally, if I'm not spending $1,000 on a bottle,
I mean, I'm just not saying a bottle. I'm just
I
talking
know, I'm
about
just
like,
saying, going out. if you don't, hey, all I can say, if you don't have it, don't do it. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be mad at yourself. And that's one thing that I do not like, to be mad at myself. So
So
I feel
go
I
ahead, go
feel
ahead.
that if you don't have the money, and not saying that you have to have money to go out, but if you don't have the money to, blow, don't do it. I
So
don't.
and I think that's a good point that you say, like, that you brought up. What if it means that you going out different? You know what I'm saying? Like you doing other things that can fit within in your budget, and you still can enjoy yourself and have those experiences. So you may not need to get every pair of Jordans that come out every time. Maybe switch your swag up a little bit and get some Adidas or Nikes or just something. I know those, kind of expensive too, but like, switch it up a little bit, and you still, because if you can dress, you can dress, whatever the case may be, or, it may not be your clothes, but if you know what I'm saying, instead of going to, the club or whatever, you might want to go to a little lounge or a little bar and kick it, something to where you don't have to spend for a VIP section, bottles. You trying to impress girls that, literally all they want to do is stand in the section. They not studying you, but you end up, not realizing how much money you wasting. And then just on the back end, okay, my thing is, I think, with all that being said, I think we need to shift our mindset with how we spending money, or what we spending money on. Because I feel like the club, all that kind of stuff, clothes, shoes, clout, it's going to always be there. So my thing is, why not look for opportunities to invest? Take the money that you got, or the money that's coming in, and say, okay, my mama doing hair, my sister doing nails. Let me own a beauty parlor, find me a little building, get, own a beauty parlor, and I don't have to do nails or hair, but they doing it. So I'm an owner. I got a business, a legit business, passive income coming in, and then I've already set them up to make their own money. So it's like, why are we not thinking like that? Or either like a food truck or whatever the case may be. Why are we not thinking about things like that? And I think we're breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Why are we not thinking like that?
Back to what I said earlier, the pressure of social media. And then what I've learned, a lot of people put in a lot of work behind the social media, but they just put the accomplishments on social media, not the actual grinding, the stand up late at night, being up all day, all night, working hard. And they just put the outcome of, hey, I've been working 6 months, 12 hours, shifts every day. And hey, this is the outcome. Now I'm able to, kick it how I want to, shop how I want to, eat how I want to, live how I want to. It's just, the grind behind it. A lot of people don't realize how important that is in the situation.
So, okay, because I agree with that. Somebody grinding it out, and you can't figure out how they able to, move how they want to move, do what they want to do, and experience life the way that they want to experience it. And you comparing, or you just trying to keep up and not realizing that this person is, like you said, working overtime or doing whatever it is they need to do to keep themselves in whatever position that they're in. But okay, hold on, because I want to back to my question though, because I can't let this go, because this bothers me. Why are we not thinking business, like in the sense of, I want to do something that's gonna help me create money, and I don't have to work as hard, I don't have to hustle as much, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, why are we not thinking, why do we want to waste our money on stuff that's not gonna help us eat, or just help us bring in some type of money?
I think most people don't have the knowledge. They just don't know. Don't have the mindset of, hey, I should make this decision rather than that. Some people just don't know. And it's sad to say, but some people just don't have, the knowledge of doing that type stuff.
So you think, okay, I can see that. So we can't make those decisions because we don't even know those options are available to pretty much. Like, okay. Okay, so my last thing, and I kind of want to talk about this because I feel like folks be hating, folks be jealous, it's real, all that is real. But I do think I want to see less competition and more collaboration.
Right.
I want to see that. I feel like as a Black community or just in the hood or whatever the case may be, I feel like we don't collaborate and partner at the way that we should, in comparison to a lot of other races or just at other levels. I see it more so in the corporate America. People will collaborate and use each other's services, to save money, to get things done. I've seen people put their money together to invest in companies, invest in private jets. I've seen it all, so why do you think we struggle with that? Like, why do you think, or what do you think is just some of the hurdles of just collaboration? Why do you feel like it's always got to be a competition?
Most people want to be, the main attraction. They'd rather, be the only one with the nice car, the only one with the nice house, the only one with the $100,000 in the savings account instead of, going around giving information out, putting other people in a better position, information wise, like just I'll just say the main attraction, most people. But you do have those people that do give the information out, willing to help, willing to, show the ropes. And it just goes hand in hand. It just, most people like the attention and most people like being able to be helpful.
And so, okay, you talk about it from that side, but what happens when you on the other side and you hadn't made it, but you watching somebody else make it? Like why not? Why does it have to be, okay, how can I knock, I don't want to say knock him off, but like, how can I, surpass him instead of reaching out to the person and say, hey, can you help me, or can I help you, or can I put some money with your money, or can I invest in your business or support you in any kind of way or do whatever? Why is it, if I see somebody's doing well, why do I feel like I automatically got to compete with that person? Why don't I feel like I can't collaborate with that person? So, I guess on the other side, just like the hate, like why you feel like folks be hating?
Pride. I'll say pride.
Pride.
Pride. Some people don't even have, some people have the resources and won't even use them because of pride.
That's fact.
I've seen that happen plenty of times. Someone that's really doing well or have the resources to help you further your life, and pride just keeps you from, humbling down and asking them for help.
Yeah. That's good. So I guess, do you feel like it be hate or jealousy, or do you feel like it's more so just pride?
It's both. Some be hate and jealousy, some be pride.
So I guess,
but it's a lot of hate. I can say that.
He says a lot of hate.
Yes, ma'am. It's a lot of hate.
I'm with you in this. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I guess, in your opinion, what do you feel like more collaboration could do for our communities?
It can.
And let me preface with this: not everybody needs to collaborate. I'm not saying that. Like, sometimes you don't want to open yourself up to access to different people, to different things, because everybody doesn't have the same vision as you, and everybody is not trying to go where you're going. And what you'll end up doing is, if y'all not on the same accord, and you and that person's not ready to go along with you, you'll end up self-sabotaging the thing that you got going on. So I'm not saying that everybody needs to collab and things like that. Is that's not for everybody. It's not for everything. But I feel like I don't see enough of it. I feel like, and then when I do see it, it's always some type of opportunistic thing, like, what can you do for me? Or, it's never like, all right, we in this situation. We want everybody to win. How can we better, all just come together and put ourselves in better position? If the goal is to make money, how can we all help each other make money? I don't, instead of one person making money over here and then the other person, it's like, how can I take the money that this person is making and then, just do what I need to do for myself and surpass that person. Like, I see a lot of that. So I guess, what do you think we can benefit from when it comes to collaboration?
Our knowledge. You can learn a lot, put yourself in a better position that you're actually in, and just communicate. Meet new people. You can, learn stuff that you didn't know about, like the secure credit card. The lady at the credit union, she sat me down and just basically told me, hey, you can take $500, put it in the savings, and we can turn it into a credit card, and it can report to all three credit bureaus and make your credit go up. It's just like begin wanting to know. Just put it like that. Wanting to know.
So knowledge, expanding your network, and just being eager to learn more. And like you said, because I've learned a lot, and some of it is just you just haven't been exposed. And I think a lot of people forget that, the only difference between somebody that don't, a lot of the times, I think work ethic and talent and all of that plays a part into it. But sometimes people just have been exposed, and with exposure comes more opportunities. And if I create a bigger network, especially in corporate America, a lot of it, I mean, academics, okay, that's cool, but a lot of it is literally who and just having those type of connections, and somebody else recommending you or putting you on, or somebody calling you, telling you about this position and things like that. So I think it goes both ways. If you in a position and you're doing well and you can help people. Like, that's not going to take anything from you. And then if you in a position that you're needing help, recognize that you need help, be humble about it, and seek help. Seek help. So
put your pride aside. Yes.
Okay, I think you broke up. What you say? Say it again.
I said, put your pride aside and ask.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so I think that's a good place to stop. I feel like we covered a lot. Okay, so y'all know I love to do this, so I'm gonna give you just like a quick little minute to leave our listeners and viewers with something something positive, something motivational, inspirational, whatever it is, but just something before we close out.
The thing I will leave you guys with is, I'll just say, stay close with God, pray, and just whatever you got your mind set on, believe that it's gonna happen. Eat, sleep. When you're in the bed sometimes at night, just think about, just fantasize on, how you want your house to look, what car you want, how you want your family to live, just believe in whatever you got going on, and just keep a close relationship with God is all I can say.
I like that, y'all. Look, y'all heard it. You really got to see it and envision it before you can really believe it and get there. Like that's manifestation. That's all it is. In addition to doing the work, but you really have to believe that you can have those things that you want. And of course, y'all know I love God, so that's right on time. But okay, well, Justin, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. I definitely appreciate it. And again, thank y'all for tuning in to another week of the show. I love y'all. We're just growing. I'm so happy. But I hope y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all next week.
Bye-bye. Thank you for having me on the show, Maya and Jill.
Boy, bye. Bye, y'all.
See y'all.